Let me tell you something, Pack Nation.
I owe you an apology. There was no podcast yesterday, and that is on me. That is on me and Ryan, but mostly Ryan. The man sends me to a podcast training seminar, a seminar. They put me in a hotel conference room in Green Bay with a PowerPoint presentation and a guy named, I cannot make this up, a guy named Chad-from-Milwaukee. And Chad wants to talk about brand authenticity for 4 hours. 4 hours. I wanted to find the window to jump out of, Pack Nation. I am not making this up. So I get back. I am fired up. I am ready to go. Ryan says, do a mock segment. I do the mock. He looks at it. He says he hates it. He hates it. He says, pick a new topic. I spent 4 hours with Chad from Milwaukee learning about brand authenticity, and this guy tells me to pick a new topic. Man, I cannot wait until Skynet takes over. I got something for Ryan, I am telling you. But you know what? We move. We always move, Pack Nation, because today's topic is a gift. Today's topic is beautiful. Are you sitting down? The Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions have an internal conflict. Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes are not seeing eye to eye, Pack Nation. The engine room of the organization that every jabroni with a podcast has been telling you about for 3 years. Oh, the Lions culture. Oh, Dan Campbell. Oh, they're going to be dominant for a decade. That engine room is cracking. Let me walk you through this. Mike Valenti, that is the flagship radio guy up in Detroit. He says a team insider told him this is the first offseason with definite differences of opinions and roster construction between Campbell and Holmes. First offseason. These two have been together since 2021. This is the first crack. Stay with me here, because here is what makes this delicious. Detroit went 9-8 last year. 9-8. They missed the playoffs. After back-to-back NFC championship level expectations, they sat home in January. And now this offseason, the cheapest, quietest offseason Holmes has ever run. Their biggest free agency signing was a center named Cade Mays. Cade Mays, Pack Nation. That is your big offseason move. And here is where you start to understand why Campbell might be losing his mind in those meeting rooms. You know what this reminds me of? You ever see a lake in late winter? Middle of February, you got a lake that looks solid, rock solid. Looks like you could drive a truck on it. And then you get that one warm week. Temperatures climb, sun comes out, and the surface looks exactly the same. Exactly the same. But underneath the whole thing is rotting. The Lions look solid on top for 3 years. Same duo, same culture talk, same chest bumping. But the pressure of a missed playoff run with championship expectations, that warm week just hit, Pack Nation. And we are starting to see what is underneath. I am not celebrating a man's hardship. I respect Dan Campbell. The man is a genuine football guy. But I am telling you what this means for Green Bay. And it means something. Both of these men, Campbell and Holmes, they each got 2 years left on their contract. Neither one of these meatballs is building for 2030. They are playing for their jobs right now, and they cannot agree on how to do it. That is not a philosophical difference. That is a fuse, and the clock is ticking. Stay with me, Pack Nation, because part two is where we get into exactly what they're fighting about. And when I tell you the specifics, you are going to understand why this thing is bigger than just one quiet offseason. Now, let me tell you specifically what they are fighting about, because the sources on this are not vague. There are three main flashpoints, and every single one of them tells you something about how this organization is coming apart at the seams. Number one, Taylor Decker, their veteran left tackle. Holmes is reportedly pushing either a pay cut or an outright release. Campbell, who built his whole identity on culture, on loyalty, on we protect our guys, Campbell does not want that. You understand me? This is the same man who bit a kneecap in a press conference to show you how tough his team was. He is not a cap flexibility guy. He is a Decker earned his spot guy. Holmes comes from the Rams organization. The Rams will restructure your grandmother's deal if it saves them $1 million. Different animals. Number two, they reportedly looked at Cameron Jordan for edge help. Cameron Jordan, Pac Nation. The man is 35. Well, actually, he might be 36 now. I want to say he turns 36 this summer, something like that. The number is not the point. The point is Campbell wants proven pass rush teeth right now. Holmes will not go near the contract structure. So they are sitting on their hands while their defensive line needs help. Meanwhile, Packers fans are out here arguing about our free agency grades. Are you hearing this? Number three, and this is the big one, it is a philosophical divide. Campbell wants aggression. He wants to win now. Holmes wants cap flexibility and draft-heavy building. And neither one of these knuckleheads is going to blink first because they both know the clock is running on their contracts. That is not two guys having a healthy debate. That is two guys in a staring contest on a bridge that is on fire. You want to know what this looks like from the outside? You ever watch a fighter who looks absolutely unstoppable in the training camp footage? He is fast. He is sharp. Everybody in the gym is telling him he is the second coming. And then the bell rings, and he gets hit for the first time. And you watch the whole machine start to come apart. Not because he is not talented, because he built the machine for when everything is going right. Campbell and Holmes built something beautiful when they were winning, when the tape was good and the roster was rolling and the pressure was low. Now they got hit. A 9-8 season hits like a short left hook, Pac Nation, and we are watching the machine come apart in real time. And look, I know what some of you are thinking right now. You're thinking, Sal, you spent 4 hours yesterday with a guy named Chad learning about brand authenticity. What do you know about anything? Valid. Completely valid. I am sitting here in Peshtigo, Wisconsin. I cannot even find my good jacket, and I am breaking down front office dynamics. I got no room to talk. But here is what I do know. I know Jordan Love is healthy and hungry. I know the Packers coaching staff is intact and pulling in the same direction. I know we are sitting at pick 52 in this draft, and the cupboard is not bare. While Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes are having meetings where one guy wants to bite somebody and the other guy is reading a spreadsheet, we are loading the truck, Pac Nation. We are quiet. We are focused. And that division those clowns were supposed to own, it is sitting right there for the taking. The Lions thought they were building something permanent. They thought the window was open indefinitely. But windows close, Pac Nation, especially when the guys in charge cannot agree on who gets to look through it. Subscribe wherever you listen. Leave a review. Tell somebody about Let Me Tell You Something on the Packernet Podcast Network. We are just getting warmed up, and the Lions are already arguing in the break room. This is going to be a beautiful year. Let's go, Pac Nation. I will see you tomorrow.